Sorry, I've chosen my vehicle so that I don't have to even think about any of this. The battery's been low for the last 1 year, but it still cranks every time.
Yeah.
It's just okay now. I'm living with it. I haven't been riding it much, so I'm a little guilty about that. But now the battery needs to change. But despite that, the last time it came to office, it's been ages. Since then, I haven't changed the battery. Genuinely, I haven't even ridden the bike.
Yeah.
I still go down every other time expecting that it's not going to crank up.
Yeah, it's like a polite ninja, okay? It threatens to not start every single time. And then it says, okay, fine. And then it starts up.
And then just use it. I just run it around a little bit, park it again. And it's done. Like I've literally done nothing with the bike.
Yeah.
And the last time I thought, okay, the tires will be low on air, the battery, it's not going to start up. This is going to happen. Just when they started, go. Okay, rode it for 15 minutes, came back, parked it again.
Yeah, during the COVID days, lockdown, you should go start your bike every day was a big conversation. Honestly, I didn't go down for like 6 weeks. Right? I had an arrangement with my neighbors and we were sharing resources and they would use, I think, my kitchen or my help and then they would buy the supplies. So I didn't really have to leave home, was basically. I didn't start my bike for 6 weeks. And when I went down 6 weeks later and I started, they all started.
Right.
And I let them idle for 10-15 minutes. I switched them off and went right back up.
Huh?
Everything started.
You had the lithium on it? No.
The lithium was only... No, the 210 had a lithium battery. The other bikes were lead acid. They all started. They all idled quite happily. I had a little tire inflator at home. So I rotated the tire a little bit so the pressure point is moved. I reinflated them to spec, went back home and forgot about them for another 6 weeks. 6 weeks later I came back. They all started.
So I think there's an interesting thing in this. He found out ways to work with whatever he had so that it works the way he wants. Like the 210 thing is because 210 is like the Ducati also. The V4s require a little bit more energy to crank up, and the Aprilia is a little bit more sensitive. So with the lithium battery, you know that you don't have to think about it.
I'm very clear about this battery thing. Okay, if I have to replace a lead acid battery today, I will go to lithium straight because it solves so many issues on the long run. In the 210's case, I bought the used bike. It was 2 years old and that bike had been parked for a while because that owner wasn't riding regularly. So the lead acid battery was weak. And when we were changing all the fluids, which I do whenever I buy a used vehicle, all fluids get changed. When he was changing the fluid, he said, battery's a little bit weak. It'll last 7 months, 8 months. No, I'm spending a block of money right now getting it up to speed to do the lithium thing also and finish it off.
And now for me, like the Busa, it's 4 years old. Changing the battery should have been done 2 years ago. But just because, I don't know how, but it's lasted. I mean, that's how I've chosen what works for me. So I don't have to think about the machine so much. The machine kind of takes care of itself a lot of the times.
Correct.
And that's what makes it so enjoyable for me.
I know you want to see more of Kartikeya Singh, right? He's on the main MotorInc channel.